But I know a lot of things makes us tired, but I guess football keeps us up sometimes at night, doesn't it? Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't watch the game though. I didn't watch the Liverpool game.
But जरूरत भी क्या थी? You were already like comfortably qualified. You were going to finish in top eight and
Yeah,
very
yeah,
comfortably. And I think you have officially, I think, more or less finished in top eight.
yeah. We've qualified. We've qualified for the round of
बहुत
16.
क्या बात है यार! बहुत ही बढ़िया यार, बहुत ही सही है। तो मेरे तुम
Lot
क्या
for
सोच रहे हो?
shame.
Yeah, I think you guys are doing well, yeah, that way. But I think overall,
Yeah.
so far so good for you guys. You know, Champions League doing well, Carabao Cup semis, FA Cup next round. Now you
Mm-hmm.
have your other competitions like Champions League. You're doing well there also. So overall, all good days, happy days. Won't you say
Mm, yeah,
for Liverpool?
yeah. Definitely. I mean, there's a lot that's going well for this club. Um, One thing I also sort of I was thinking about it with,
Uh-huh.
I mean, with respect to Arsenal, and I was watching the Arsenal Aston Villa game,
Hmm.
and one thing I realized was that they were playing well,
Yeah,
and I also realized that this is the best that they could play. I don't
yeah,
think there is a level above this. I mean, this is all the gears that they could, use or
yeah,
put.
yeah.
But I feel like with Liverpool, it's a team in transition and they're still adapting to slots, you know,
What he
whatever
wants
way.
from the team.
Yeah, not been able to put those things into whatever tests or whatever. And they're still learning. And I feel like Liverpool can still go a level above. There
Probably
is
can. You're
like
right. I agree. I
there
might
is
actually agree.
more gas on the pedal. Yeah.
I definitely feel there's more to this team. I mean, right now they're just being ruthlessly efficient. They haven't
Yeah.
really gone full gear. I mean, you see that in phases. I think rather sometimes
Yeah.
when you're
Yeah.
trailing,
Yeah.
when you're behind, you
Yeah.
suddenly go a gear up, you switch a gear, and
Yeah.
you're able to get
Exactly.
that
Yeah.
goal.
Yeah.
And you're able to
Yeah.
get that
Yeah.
goal. And then you cool things down sometimes or sometimes you're not able to push on, but that's very rare, right? Otherwise, you at
Yeah.
least haven't lost, man. Haven't lost to the Champions League. All games freaking won. That is bloody
Yeah.
amazing. You know, Barcelona is second, surprisingly. They're just right behind you. I think they've
Dude,
lost.
that Barcelona game was, I mean, they weren't supposed to win that game.
Yeah, yeah, that was a one heck of a crazy ass ride of a game Barcelona played against Benfica. I mean, Barcelona defense is all over the place. ये सबको पता है उनकी defense है ही नहीं. They get overrun. They play such fast direct football कि जब वो इतना
Mm-hmm.
transition वो खो देते हैं ball and then they play this crazy super ass high line and they're all suddenly overrun by balls from the
Mm-hmm.
defense up their defense over their high line and they're completely always they get caught out Barcelona के defense.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
attacking
yeah,
they're
yeah.
great, attacking they're amazing,
Yeah.
amazing attack. Defense is a huge question for Barcelona and I think
Watch the
that is
game?
where
Did you watch the game, Ayush?
I didn't watch the game. I watched eventually the highlights, pure बैठ के long
Uh,
wale, and whatever watch I've otherwise watched of Barcelona this season. जितना मैंने Barcelona देखा इस season, they have always looked good in attack. That is no doubt. Like they've been superb. Like whenever they're attackingly, I mean Yamal is a heartbeat also. I believe they're unfortunately too reliant on Yamal, and maybe that is the Barcelona way. They had Messi for the longest time to do that for them,
yeah,
but
yeah.
man, Messi also had like
No, but
people like
yeah,
Ronaldinho and Xavi and Iniesta alongside with him to support
come
him to
on.
get whatever.
He has Lewandowski and Rafinha. They're also doing pretty well.
I mean, they have those kind of senior figures like leaders in that sense, but they really when attack actually, if you think like, I think the stats are pretty shocking. When you put Yamal out of that Barcelona team,
Hmm.
they have actually not won a single game probably or won like Just
Wow.
one game out of 4 5 games without Yamal. ऐसे कुछ record है उनका. So they're pretty. Yamal
Hmm.
is like the heartbeat of that team. I know that kid is what 17, 18 years old. Like
Yeah,
school,
yeah, yeah.
barely passed out of school, and he's like that's a huge responsibility. Yeah, like to carry the shoulders of attack for this whole club. And I
Hmm.
think also you cannot do that to a 17, 18-year old. It's too much to ask for any 17, 18 years
I,
old kid.
I'm
You
not
cannot do
I'm
that.
not I'm not convinced by Barcelona. I don't know if they are what they seem to be, because I mean they weren't supposed to win that game. I
Yeah,
mean there
yeah.
there were decisions that went their way, and
Hmm.
also I mean it was a crazy finish. I mean it was basically the last kick of the game where Rafinha scored. But that
Basically,
penalty, Yamal penalty was never a penalty, right?
yeah.
And of
Soft.
course the penalty at the end of the game that wasn't awarded to Benfica. I mean it was quite
Everything,
suspicious.
everything went their way. Everything went
Yeah.
their way, essentially, for
Reminded
them
me of
getting
that
out.
PSG Barcelona game where they came back from
Oh my goodness, that is
6-1, 6-1.
remontada, as they call it, right? In
Remontada.
yeah, the revenge, the return. But it is actually trying to be kind of that game. And yes, I don't, however, see it. I thought initially in the season वो defense उनका sort हो जाएगा, but it hasn't been sorted out उनका, unfortunately, and I don't see any solution anytime soon. So this season, I think they will. If they get an easy draw, they might progress in Champions League, but they will always leak goals, and that might come back to bite them in knockout rounds. Like वो पिल भी सकते हैं पता है किसी गेम में भी. Like they can easily be beaten. Like easily they can be
Yeah,
beaten.
yeah, yeah,
It's very easily
yeah.
beaten. Liverpool, on the other hand, are not can be easily beaten. I've seen that. They're hard to beat, man. Like hard. Like Nottingham
Mm-hmm.
Forest is the only team which has beaten Liverpool over 90 minutes, and that is like crazy stat if you think about it.
In your head, in your head,
Aye,
I
Ade, 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 ne. Very Ade, very Ade Schlott was has done pretty well, and he's pretty chill about it. I think I like. He's very different to Klopp. Obviously, he's not as passionate and as romantic or as like vibe inducing like or aura inducing like Klopp. मुझे लगता है. But I think he has his own thing going, so which is good also. You have the different kind of flavor of a manager. Obviously, we see
yeah, yeah, yeah.
at
He's
Liverpool now.
he's he's he is very aware of who he is. I would like to say that. I mean,
Mm.
so he knows that he's not. I mean, so there is that insecurity that he's not as charismatic as, let's say, a Klopp
Klopp,
or a Mourinho or a
yeah,
Pep
yeah,
Guardiola and stuff like that.
yeah.
But so he knows that this is performative when you're going on
Okay.
stage, going for a press conference. It's very performative.
It
But
is.
with people like Klopp and Guardiola and all of the others, they take themselves too seriously. So
Mm.
they know they are a brand and everybody loves watching them, and
Yeah,
all the journalists would kill for a soundbite or whatever.
yeah.
And with Slot, it's always let me just pull back and say something smart and
Mm.
not something that is extremely whatever
Mm.
clickbaity or something that's really very partisan or something that will only appeal to Liverpool fans. Because I mean, remember, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was right after the Brentford game, and
Uh-huh.
he
Yeah,
said that Darwin should have been off. I can't ever
yeah.
imagine Klopp saying that.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think so. Or Pep or Mourinho ever saying that.
Yeah,
Ever,
yeah, yeah,
ever.
yeah.
Never, never. He's a very different kind of. So I think that's a very nice analysis of Schlott that on honest Schlott that way, and I think that plays into his style of how he conducts his pressers and
Yeah,
his
and this is
interview.
and we were also talking about Ruben Amorim, and मैं तुम्हें यही कह रहा था about Ruben Amorim also, that why he wouldn't survive in a place like United is because he's too honest,
Yeah, it's
right? And see,
already.
I mean, He's
It's
fucking
already
digging his
seems
own
to have
grave.
broken him, yeah. It's already seems to have broken him, bhai. Matlab, the United was already breaking him. It seems like.
He's he's too much of a nice guy, I feel like. I mean,
Yeah,
why
I
is he
think.
why is he saying stuff like, that this is perhaps the worst United team that you would ever see in the history of United or something like that, he said, right?
Yeah, yeah, he did say that. One of the worst United teams in the history for sure. Uh,
That's too honest, I mean, that's too honest. I mean, let the
Self-roasting.
media. Yeah, it's that quality of, self-effacement. आपको बहुत अच्छा लगता है. People dig that.
Yeah,
Okay, he's a nice,
true.
humble guy and everything.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
come on, you're also the United manager.
yeah.
So,
लाज कुछ लाज रखो कुर्सी की kind of like scenes,
exactly,
right?
exactly,
Yeah, कुछ लाज रखो
exactly.
कुर्सी की वो है यार
But
because
this, huh. But
so
this,
that's
I feel
maybe
like
a bit
he's
difficult.
also very good. But if United is actually going through a total, revamp
Hmm.
and refashioning and everything, they need
Hmm.
to get rid of this whole fucking mentality that they are a big club.
Yeah,
Because they have to start from where they were actually before
yeah.
Sir Alex Ferguson came in their lives.
Literally from scratch, I
Yeah.
think, because उनकी पूरी legacy destroyed है उनके so far at least मतलब जैसे the way things are going, their
Yeah.
freaking stadium
And
fucking leaks.
and Ayushya,
It's
I
it's
mean,
pretty bad.
10 years down the line,
Uh,
if Pep Guardiola stays in his job, right? I mean, Manchester City and Manchester United would have like similar histories.
yeah, that's true.
No one could say that Manchester United is his great club from history or whatever, right?
Yeah,
Because they
yeah,
also
yeah,
had this one great manager in their whole whatever, right? Maybe one more, right?
Hmm.
That's their entire history.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I mean, great managers have made this club also, like any other club they do. But yeah,
Yeah.
the two big ones are obviously Matt Busby and Fergie. So
Fergie, right? I mean, yeah,
mm,
that's two.
true, true, true. Both.
Or
I mean,
or
all
City के
Champions
folk
League titles have
City
been
के
won by either of the two managers.
City के folklore में भी हो जाएगा Pellegrini and Guardiola and Mancini.
Ah,
Three.
then Pellegrini probably. फिर पेलेग्रिनी भी आ जाएगा उसके नीचे probably in the top three. और क्या मनता है यार एक प्रीमियर लीग टाइटल जीत गया. Come on. इतना ऑनर नहीं मिलते यार प्रीमियर लीग टाइटल जीतना बड़ी बात होती है यार. Come on.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
not an easy thing.
Yeah.
It's like winning the Premier League is not, Leicester
Great
does
thing.
not
It's a
happen.
great
Leicester 2015, 2016 does not happen. Apparently, speaking of Leicester 2015, 2016, a lot of people yeah, are talking about like the number of points that Leicester had
Yeah,
after
and not Nottingham.
yeah after like 21, 22 games is the same amount that Nottingham Forest have. But
See,
unfortunately,
Nottingham.
Premier League has changed too much and become
Yeah,
way too
it's changed
tougher since then.
too much. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
मतलब
And I mean, आप उस इक्वेशन में आप एक मैनचेस्टर सिटी डाल दो,
mm,
which is, I mean, with the Pep Guardiola and
oh, goodness.
infinite budget,
Oof.
and then there is, and also, I mean, I remember that season Arsenal were top of the uh, table till Christmas, I think, and then they eventually faded off. And second,
Yeah.
उस season Tottenham आई थी.
Second Tottenham, I think, yeah. In
हाँ.
fact, Tottenham lost pretty badly the last game of the season. So Arsenal pipped them to the second spot.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I remember that season because Arsene Wenger typical, first first 4 5 months he was really good. They were top of the table, and then
Yeah,
और वो
yeah.
कुछ दो तीन सीजन से हो रहा था वो सेम चीज की. After
Till
January, they had like a massive fall.
fall. That's true. That happened that season also in 2015, 2016. And to
Yeah.
be very honest, that's what happened in that first season also. The first season where with not first season as per se, but the first title kind of credential season. जहाँ पर उन्हें unexpectedly अच्छा perform करने लग गए. But after
Mm-hmm.
losing to in January to City in FA Cup, वो they just slid. They had a tanking. वो पूरा tank कर गए, you know, and
Yeah,
whatnot.
Ayushi, I mean, do you really, really buy this whole Arsenal fans going crazy about Arteta and wanting him to leave? Do you buy into that, sort
No,
of
I don't think the problem is
craziness?
necessarily
Yeah,
Arteta, I believe. Or maybe it
yeah.
is, I'm not sure. Because I have a feeling a lot of fans have this side to say that Arteta बहुत ढीठ है काफी चीजों को लेकर. Like for example, he clearly does not want to go for a striker like a number nine. There's a
Mhm.
apparently what they
Really?
believe is, yeah. So what they
Acha.
believe is the reason he went after Havertz also was so that he did not want a typical number nine person.
False
Also,
nine.
false nine. I don't know what Havertz is, man. What is he? I don't. Who cares? And who knows? Does Havertz know? Does Havertz know what he is? I don't know what he's an antique piece. He's a he's a wonder of the world of football. He's no one knows what he does. He does something. What does he do? No one knows, but he does something. What is he done in life? He's won Champions League. Oh, great! How many goals did he score that season? Only one. That is in the final. Very
Final,
good.
the goal in the final.
Yeah, bus. What the hell, man? I, this is so it's one of those who white and Jesus also. Jesus is once again a false nine kind of his player only.
Yeah,
So why has he gone for this kind of profile always? And he got definitely got rid of Aubameyang for a reason, not beyond his disciplinary issues for sure. There's something
yeah,
about
yeah,
Aubameyang's style of play in general which he was not a very whatever a fan of.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So people are saying, "Ki, but that is his stubbornness is costing him because we're not scoring
yeah,
goals often when we need to." And that's the
yeah,
truth. I think
yeah,
the
yeah.
defense is most very sorted. Defensively, they're very good. For
Ayusha,
most.
honestly, would you have
Mhm.
this? Would we have this conversation if Saka was not injured?
No, probably not.
Yeah, because I mean, it was working, right? I mean,
Yeah, it was working. It was,
so perhaps this is
yeah.
something that he didn't anticipate that, he would need another star player like
Mhm.
Saka in the team
Yeah.
who could be like a match winner.
I mean, Odegaard is that player also, but Odegaard alone also cannot do everything.
But
You
Odegaard
know.
is also, I mean, so you need at least three forwards who can change the game, right? I mean,
Yeah, I
Trossard
agreed.
is definitely a good player, but he's not Saka level, I think.
Yeah, he's not. I think Saka
Yeah,
is definitely that caliber. Odegaard is also that caliber. अब मुझे वही नहीं पता बाकियों में से who do you call a match winner from amongst the you would actually put it down to the defense who often scores the goals from set pieces probably in that sense. Probably Gabriel actually I would say is very crucial to
yeah,
how Arsenal play. And I think he's definitely a shout in I would say for probably Premier League team of the season. I believe, because he's been very good also, and he's scored a lot of crucial goals. वो goals मारता है, and he's very rock solid defensively now. He's much better. He's become
yeah,
much better over the years. He was actually पहले उसका मजाक उड़ता था. अब अच्छा करता है काफी. He's very good यार मतलब बढ़िया है मतलब सही खेलता है. So they are defensively सही है Arsenal. Like, but offensively once again when they don't click ना वो they panic and they do not
yeah,
often have a game changer from the bench. Sometimes they do. जैसे वो उस दिन
yeah.
मेरिनो को ले आए लिवरपूल के खिलाफ तो वो चल गया. You know, sometimes they do, but they don't have consistently two like three players at least who are like as you said are very important for to cause havoc in the game.
It's their set piece strategy which has been like found out.
Yeah, and that is
Looking to
everywhere. That
change
is
the stat. Yeah,
everything is set piece. The world
yeah.
is a set piece, mere dost. The world is a set piece.
The team has figured it
AFTV
out, and
fans explaining their set piece policy. Ty explaining, well, it's a strategy. It's a strategy. It's a strategy to it's to win. To win, it's a strategy to play. We are not attacking from the center, Ty. That is the data. The, who, so who says that? Who said that? Who collects the data?
he's like a troll personified.
Yeah, he is. He truly is. But overall, I think. What about City, man? But what do you think about City's game? I didn't watch City's game, but once again, I saw the highlights. Once again,
I
City
uh,
two goal plus lead City surrendering a 2+ goal lead, man.
Ederson, the chill guy.
Chill guy returns for the Champions League games. Edison is chill. He's too chill for the goal. Goal shot,
He,
Aaron.
he he needs to go too.
Edison.
I mean,
Edison is like, yeah, I'll make the assist. Shot saving is, who's that's too. That is
bhai, but
so 1955, bro.
Ousmane Dembele में कौन सा भूत आ गया था भाई? Like,
भाई उसको हो
what
जाता
the
है वो
fuck
फ्लैशेस
happened to that guy?
फ्लैशेस होते हैं उसको भी ही इज अ वेरी जनरली रिलायबल प्लेयर बट ही इज नॉट बिग ऑन लाइक एंड प्रोडक्ट लाइक इन बिग गेम्स में आई हैव सीन उस्मान देम्बेले समटाइम्स शोज अप इन बिग गेम्स ही लाइक्स द बिग स्टेज थोड़ा बहुत ही एंजॉयज इट आई थिंक हिज लास्ट सीजन भी उसने आई थिंक ही प्लेड वेल अगेंस्ट व्हिच पीएसजी हैड व्हिच गेम in the knockout rounds where he played well. I think it was against Barcelona itself, last season की बात है यार, where I think Dembele he was going mad playing against Barcelona. वो अलग पागल हो गया था. He was playing the game of his life and stuff and whatnot. Anyway, but I
I
think
I
PSG
but
तो
yeah,
is
the
a
second half was insane, insane. And I mean,
suddenly.
I know आप इसकी बुराई करो और आप उसकी मतलब you can analyze how bad City's defense was. But there was something about PSG, dude. I mean, इतना amazing. Like, you feel for you, and it's sort of like, it touches you, that kind of football.
Hmm.
The way they were playing, it was magical.
I
Everything
mean,
was, like going well for them.
yeah, I think they see Luis Enrique is a great coach. The only problem is he's also once again a very stubborn coach, and he's very
Yeah.
set in his ways. I think
Mm-hmm.
PSG को time लग रहा है to there have been many times in the season where they have just freaking dominated possession and done like fuck all with it. Basically कुछ नहीं किया उसका
देखो
possession रख रख के भाई.
उस्माने डेम्बेले जो है वो ठीक है, वो फ्लैश इन द पैन
Yeah.
काइंड ऑफ प्लेयर, ठीक है, बट नाउ देव गॉट क्रावात्स्कालिया या जो भी है उस बंदे
Kvaratskhelia.
ने.
Is that done? Is Kvaratskhelia done? I don't
It's
think it's
done.
done.
It's done. He was on the stands.
Freaking hell, बच्चा हेयर वो फैब्रिजियो रोमानो का नहीं आया अभी तक हेयर विगो मुझे
Here
लग रहा था
we go.
गो मैंने उसका वेट कर रहा था मैं ट्रांसफर विंडोज देख रहा था इतनी गंदी गंदी खबरें चेल्सी से लिंक कर रहे हैं मुझे मन कर रहा था आई वांट टू स्टॉप रीडिंग इट प्लीज दिस इज सो बैड लिंक्स वी आर मेकिंग यार वी आर सो बैड लिंक्स पता नहीं क्या है एक apparently some kid from Kazakhstan born in 2008 €4 million plus add-on packages में ले लिया है on a 5-year deal and that will be triggered when he turns 18. What is यार
देखो
are we opening a
ये ना
nursery?
this
Are
is
we opening a crash for
this is
footballers?
this is
I am not
purely
sure.
देखो, it is very evident that they're also trying to create this kind of Red Bull kind of
Model
situation where they're flipping young players,
for
European
profit.
talents to, yeah, for profit.
एंड जो काम कर गए उनको रिटर्न करो अपने आप के लिए क्लब के लिए जो एलीट लेवल पे नहीं उनको दोज हु आर नॉट पेशेंट और हु आर नॉट गुड इनफ फॉर योर ओन सिस्टम और सेटअप उनको फ्लिप करो
फ्लो
लोन्स
कर
पे
दो.
जाओ या Renato, that's why Renato Viega, man, he's been 6 months he's been here. He just came.
Mhm.
And that is a strange case also because Renato Viega को तो गेम टाइम बहुत मिला है. He has played almost every game of Conference League. उसने प्रीमियर लीग भी खेला है उसने एफए कप भी खेला है उसने कैराबाओ कप भी खेला है एंड ओनली प्रॉब्लम फॉर रेनाटो वियागा वाज कि मुझे सेंटर बैक खेलना है एंड I'm like, dude, you're playing football. Like, just be happy. Like, what the hell is मुझे सेंटर बैक खेलना है लेफ्ट बैक खिला रहे हैं उसको और या तो लेफ्ट बैक कन्वर्टिंग इनटू डिफेंसिव मिडफील्डर खिला रहे हैं इसलिए वो भैया वो उनको नो लाइक नो
But
एंड नाउ
but
he's gone.
coming back to
He's
City,
gone on loan. He's gone on loan now to
yeah, you
Juventus.
said Dortmund, right?
Who are you going after? Someone we're going after. That
No, no,
Gittins.
no, this guy, this
Vega.
Viega.
No. Vega is done. Here we go. आ गया उसका Juventus. Juventus गया है लोन पे for the rest of the
Loan
season.
पे, okay, wow.
Yeah, and there's a Club World Cup this summer if you don't know. जून में शुरू हो रहा है.
अच्छा.
This revamped FIFA Club
हाँ
World
हाँ
Cup.
हाँ 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 हाँ.
फालतू
Liverpool
का
is
पता
not
नहीं
playing
फॉर्मेट है.
apparently.
Yeah, Liverpool is not playing. Very sad. Sorry guys, you missed out. We made the cutoff.
But is it after the Premier League season is over or या बीच में?
Yeah, it's after the Pep League. It starts in June. जून के फर्स्ट वीक
Oh,
में शुरू हो रहा है. इट्स अ मल्टी ग्रुप फॉर्मेट. सिटी इज देयर, मैड्रिड इज देयर, चेल्सी इज देयर, डिफरेंट डिफरेंट ग्रुप्स में है.
बकवास है.
But it's a money making thing, and as you had, we had discussed this in an earlier stream. Please, people, whoever sees this stream, please go to our to this channel. देखो हमारे streams यार, हमने बहुत बार इसकी बातें की है. We have talked about the fact that why this FIFA Club World Cup formatting is very necessary to pave way for normalization of entry of Saudi Arabia into global football. It's very necessary also to get the eyes going. The viewers attuned to the idea of presence
Absolutely.
of Saudi Arabia in football, in global football at least, or especially European footballers.
Absolutely.
ये तो बढ़िया है भाई, कर रहे हैं भाई, करो भाई, करते रहो अपने पता नहीं पैसे में. बट भाई ये
ये
प्लेयर्स का क्या होता है, प्लेयर्स मर जाएंगे खेल खेल कर. दैट्स द
मर
प्रॉब्लम.
जाएंगे, मर जाएंगे, मर जाएंगे.
मर जाएंगे. एंड एनीवे,
वही
सो
है ना, फिर
अपेरेंटली
आपको फिर. हाँ.
it's so weird that so he's going for 6 month loan deal. तो usually loan deal जब end होती है, usually समर में, you like okay खत्म, अब तो next season देखा जाएगा क्या ट्रांसफर विंडो में क्या होगा उसके साथ. you know Now, but apparently when he comes back, oh wait, Club World Cup is there, so he's going to be come back when Chelsea is playing Club World Cup. How strange is this, man? This is so weird. I've never experienced this as a fan. Like, so it is. Isn't it weird? It's so weird. Like, it's just so
It's
weird.
very weird.
It's freaking weird.
It's
What the
very
hell?
weird.
It's out. It's too much football and too much like this randomness of this transfer plans. And
Yeah, and
apparently,
we're fans. I mean, we want more football and everything, but I mean,
okay,
at the
the
same
curse of
time,
wanting
we also know the quality is gonna go down. I mean, no one.
it will go down यार. मतलब कितने इंजर हो जाएंगे लोग, फुटबॉलर्स खेल खेल के यार. After beyond a point, their bodies will also start giving up at a faster rate. you know and how much we how much can you condition and mental health, mental science, health sciences or whatever, or sports sciences, can medicine sciences go so far? कितना ही बचा पाएंगे इंसान को अगर गेम्स इतने सारे खिला रहे हो तुम एक बॉडी को. that's why you that's why I think this youth squad thing, Chelsea probably saw it coming. That's why we probably have that.
Yeah.
they are shrewd people. These Amriki log, these Yanks.
Shrewd
uh,
people, yeah, they must be in the whatever, in the lobby of
Of
doing
course,
this.
of course, of course. I mean, they are part of that. This is the Public Investment Fund of the
Acha,
Saudi group,
yeah,
का
Saudi,
जिसमें
yeah,
their stakeholders there. So they have
yeah,
connections with Saudi money, right? And
correct,
with
yeah,
Saudi state or Saudi capital at least, right? So they, I'm sure, have very privy of what's going to happen in football, what is going to be like, what
yeah,
FIFA's plans
yeah, yeah.
are, and whatnot, and what UEFA will do. So they have kept this in mind, and that's why they're stockpiling players like anything, like cattle. Once again, अब पता नहीं बेचारा, अब ये कजाकी बॉय, आई डोंट नो इसको कब फुटबॉल देखने के लिए मिलेगा चेल्सी के साथ, या मिलेगा भी, वी डोंट नो also
But
anymore.
Ayusha, I also want to go back to the Manchester City bit, and I feel like कि हम एक point miss कर गए वहाँ पे, which is that we just felt like Manchester City have come back to their original whatever groove, and they
Hmm.
scored 5 goals, 6 goals against Ipswich,
Hmm.
Ipswich
Six goals
away, and suddenly it was this Kovacic, Bernardo Silva midfield which was working,
is working and suddenly collapsed against
and suddenly,
PSG.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know what to make of it because highlights मैंने देखे, I don't know how the game was really, but
yeah. I would want to see the game also because now we're facing them this
because
Saturday,
first
and
half, first half there were no goals.
exactly, there was nil-nil at halftime. The 6 goals in the second half. It's like crazy.
City
It is
goals,
crazy.
City scored the first 2 goals.
To be very honest, I tell you what, I was seeing the Ipswich game. I saw the Ipswich game, pura theek tarah.
Yeah.
I noticed one thing. They were
Hmm.
desperate to get the third after the second. very
Yeah,
desperate.
yeah.
Because I think they somehow know that they're not defensively composed. Their midfield can be
But
bypassed. तो वो
hasn't
बहुत
that
desperate, वो
always
दिख
been
रहा
the
था
case?
desperation.
But is that desperation, or is it also that that's the City way? They always
So
would
that is a
want to go
City
for
way
the
in
game.
general. There is a City way. I know, of course, that's how City plays. Also, you're right. It is definitely that also. But I somehow also feel it is also a bit of City also try
Like a panic.
knowing,
Yeah.
yeah, or knowing their limitations rather. They know कि अभी डिफेंस में इतना ट्रस्ट नहीं है कि हम एक गोल लीड दो गोल लीड भी होल्ड कर पाए तीन गोल मारो क्योंकि तीन गोल से कम मारेंगे तो मुश्किल है शायद एंड लुक एट व्हाट हैपेंड अगेंस्ट पीएसजी मैन वो के टू गोल लीड मैन दैट इज दैट दिस हैज हैपेंड मल्टीपल टाइम्स दिस सीजन नाउ
It should
व्हाट
have been
हैपेंड
5-6. Because I mean, of course, एक दो saves तो काफी अच्छे उसने किए एडरसन ने, लेकिन
but
भाई
it
साहब,
was overall the midfield was overrun like simple as that and they
absolutely,
there was
absolutely.
overrun they could not handle it they could not
भाई
handle
मतलब
it
this was they were literally like pinned down to the floor,
बिल्कुल
and they were begging, City to stop. Sorry, PSG to stop.
they were
And
they were but
Bernardo Silva, matlab, there was this one like where he made a tackle and he was so easily like dribbled past.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
just
Bernardo is not having a good season at all. I love him as a player. Very annoying attitude, but I love him as a player. But he is having not a good season at all. He is also okay, and you can have an off season once in a while. Otherwise, he's a very consistent
yeah,
player I've seen for City. This season, not
yeah,
so much.
yeah.
This season, massive drop in overall performances this season. In general,
Everyone,
from
yeah.
what the
I mean,
standards are.
everyone.
Everyone in City के
Kyle,
साथ ही हुआ है
Kyle
usually.
Walker,
Kyle Walker
Kyle
गया भाई.
Walker.
Kyle Walker गया. Walker is gone.
Walker is
To
gone to AC Milan. So
Milan. Walker is gone. Done. City career is over basically now. It's done a deal. I think
what an
it's
unceremonious end, yeah, for
yeah,
him.
very sad. I think they would have also wanted to give him a testimonial or something at least or something like that. With
Yeah,
some match or some sort of goodbye message for in front of Etihad or something. So it's very unceremonious for sure. Forgive someone of his stature. I think वो भी हुआ होगा कि he's desperate to play for the World Cup also. So he wants game time as much as possible. और उसको पता है कि
yeah.
पता समझ आ गया कि simple है. Pep is very clear with him. Because I think he has a good relationship with Pep. तो Pep ने बहुत clearly बोल दिया होगा कि यार I'm sorry Walker, it's not working out. So just walk out.
At least someone he has a good relationship with.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
तो भी
ओ
क्या करता
भाई
है वो?
भाई यार उसने उसके
ना वो घर का है,
उसके
ना वो घाट का है.
उज्ज्वला ने मुझे दिखाया है उसका एक जवानी का वीडियो आई डोंट नो इफ आई सेंट इट टू यू वेयर पेप दिस यंग पेप आई थिंक बार्सिलोना अर्ली बार्सिलोना प्लेइंग डेज आई थिंक क्रॉइफ के टाइम पे ओनली एंड सो फुल ऑफ हेयर यू नो एंड सूट वूट पहना हुआ है एक लड़की है प्रोबेबली हिज एक्स वाइफ and or probably a girlfriend I'm not sure okay who that girl is and उसके साथ डांस कर रहा है बस चिल बस मस्त लाइक म्यूजिक चल रहा है वो डांस कर रहा है पूरा फुल ऑन किसी ने लिखा है man look at the energy of this young man it was completely taken away by football maybe Mourinho was onto something when he said only if you don't
और
like your football you will lose your hair मैंने बोला बाप रे कितनी कंजेक्चर्स बना देते हैं यार इंटरनेट भाई but seriously, if you think about it, who knows, yeah? Nah, man. I think it's just. I think it's football can take a toll, man, on your life in general. I think it
100%,
is.
dude, 100%.
I think you can neglect in other parts of your life also, and it can happen because I think this is the life behind of people who are eccentric geniuses. I think मुझे यही लगता है which is not shown जो दिखाते नहीं है हमारे फिल्मों में right when you always have a genius in a film उसमें दिखाते हैं कि भाई इसको राइज देखो वो कितना जीनियस है usually without any help usually they are just genius by themselves like उनने कुछ मेहनत नहीं की है उन्हें काम नहीं किया उन्हें
Of
कुछ वो नहीं किया
course, yeah, of
you know
course.
या
अब
sacrifices नहीं किए और what not वो ऐसे ही बन गए भाई
स्टीफन
innate
हॉकिंग
talent
स्टीफन हॉकिंग पे मूवी बनेगी तो एप्स्टीन आइलैंड थोड़ा ना दिखाएंगे. It's also
भाई
beyond
उसने
imagination, na? Like, I mean,
उसने उसने व्हीलचेयर अगर सोच बस्ट होता वहां पर हॉकिंग कैसे निकलता था हॉकी तो पक्का पकड़ा जाता यार वो तो पक्का पकड़ा जाता वो कैसे वो तो व्हीलचेयर पे नहीं ज्यादा स्पीड पे नहीं जा पाता
bust,
नहीं
bust क्यों होगा? I mean, it's done by people who do the busting.
that is true
Everyone's involved.
oh my goodness
Anyway,
hidden truth of global capitalism has been
there
being
was
revealed
there was Arteta का rumor भी था ना कि Arteta was on Epstein Island or something like that.
what are you saying yeah come on yeah get out of here
You've got to
Arteta
Google this. You've got to Google this.
no man I will not believe Arteta St. Island I'm doing it right now. Okay, who
Mhm.
is watching? I'm going Arteta on Epstein. If you don't know who Jeffrey Epstein is, good you don't know. He was not a person worth knowing. Trust me. He must not. But an infamous man, a very and a
I would
sexual
argue on the
exploiter.
contrary. I would argue on the contrary. People should know about him.
Man, I am seeing some Reddit subthreads. I'm not seeing some unreliable shit. Okay, okay, it is. Uh,
Apparently, he was on the same flight or something like that. I
oh my
remember.
goodness, same flight, bhai. Holy shit. Sir, I mean, it's like saying I'm on the same flight as IC-814 hijackers. I mean, but yeah, you're not the hijacker, right? But you know,
No, no, it's not about that because a lot of people did actually go,
yeah, I mean,
uh,
they will, obviously Stephen Hawking
and
का नाम तो निकला ही था.
it's also said that he was someone who attracted a lot of rich people and famous people
Hmm.
and and a lot of people would just go because they were told to go or something like
Yeah,
that, and it could just
really.
be purely business or whatever, and they weren't really
It could,
predators or whatever.
yeah, it could be. But देखो, sorry, a slight diversion, but to talk about how research is done, right? If we look at research grants and the whole role of research grants and relationship with the research work, तो मैं भी देखा था कि पैसों की दिक्कत तो हर वक्त होती है ना रिसर्च वर्क के लिए because not everyone wants to do the kind of research a particular researcher may want to do, right? Due to many reasons. And जब पैसे चाहिए होते हैं हो सकता है कि he may have probably taken money for some research. Who knows man.
Absolutely.
Could have. Could
Yeah.
have. You would have just looked the other way. Who this guy is? He's like some shady guy. Okay, I don't really care. I don't want to get involved. मैं पैसे ले लेता हूँ बस काम करता हूँ. I mean, and this.
Or maybe he was just enjoying a nice blowjob. I don't know.
Oh man, why? Why?
On Epstein Island.
Now I'm imagining Stephen Hawking.
He was also an ass, right? I mean, Stephen Hawking left his wife
Yeah, yeah,
for the whatever, his helper or whoever, the
yeah,
nurse.
yeah, 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 yeah. That was his. That was he left his first wife, right?
फर्स्ट वाइफ या जिसके बारे में इतनी कहानी है कि ही शी उनका लव स्टोरी था और ये सब वो सब
Yeah, 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 yeah. That is true. That is true. But getting back to a bit of footy, I was saying
या
कि is weekend is the big game is City Chelsea this weekend, and but I'm
कितने
still
बजे है
afraid.
व्हेन इज
It's at
इट वेयर इज इट
Saturday 11 p.m. IST है Etihad पे City Chelsea, and I'm definitely nervous about it because it's City,
the
and
look says oh come on guys old Stephen also should have his fun he definitely did man
it's clear why. Though it's clear, probably he did. Yeah, he definitely old Steve. Old Stephen. Old Max Stephen had a fun. I'm sure he did. Yeah, he deserves his fun. He deserves his fun. That guy deserves his fun. Um, but so yeah, I'm thinking. Well, yeah, what do you think of City Chelsea, man, this weekend? So I'm nervous by I'm nervous in any big game to be very honest for
I feel
Chelsea.
like this is a big statement game. I feel like Chelsea is gonna rip City apart.
Man, I really don't think so. To be very honest, I don't think so. That will happen. I think we'll
It's going
draw.
to be a
I think we'll draw. All honesty,
three
thing I
or a
think it's a
four
draw.
nil.
We'll look at
I
draw.
feel like
करेंगे.
it's a three or a 4-0, or maybe
What is Udu saying? If certain voids are made and certain voids are needed, if you know what, you still mad on the Stephen Hawking thing, right? Freaking crazy. But yeah, I think, well, speaking, I don't think so, man. You know why? Honestly, because first of all, I think Chelsea will definitely concede a goal for sure, because our
mm,
defense is also not good. We will concede. We are not composed. I feel more confident. And salam to Chaloba, who was grateful and nice enough to come back to Chelsea after being recalled on
mm.
loan, after having
See, I
been
mean, he
disgracefully
doesn't have
sent
a
away.
choice.
Those saying City's Champions League match yesterday was hard to watch, so hoping Chelsea will have a good one. Right? But Chelsea to have a good one, yeah, man. I hope so too, man. Chelsea has a good one. Unfortunately, Chelsea has not had a good one in any big game and this season at all.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Unfortunately,
And I feel like the Nkunku transfer rumor is so wild. I mean, it's it's also very unsettling. I mean, this period for clubs, just generally January is so unsettling because everybody is linked to you know clubs, and
सब लगे
there's
हुए हैं
this
एंड और
थोड़ा
इस
आफ्टर ड्रेसिंग
ओनरशिप
रूम is a
इस
little, हाँ.
और इस चेल्सी ओनरशिप को तो बहाना चाहिए भाई कुछ ना कुछ ट्रांसफर इट्स लाइक इट्स इट्स लाइक मीम होना चाहिए इसको इट्स लाइक शिकागो द होल म्यूजिकल शिकागो अगर कभी तुमने सुना है उसके बारे में बड़े मशहूर म्यूजिकल है तो उसमें वो बड़े ड्रामेटिक स्टाइल में हर शो प्रेजेंट करते थे ना तो दैट इज अस बेसिकली एवरी टाइम द चेल्सी ओनरशिप एवरी टाइम द ट्रांसफर विंडो ओपन्स इट्स अस
Yeah,
इट्स आवर टाइम टू शाइन नाउ लाइक इट्स भाई सडनली
Chelsea is
ये
always
चीजें करने
involved,
लग
yeah,
जाते हैं
in the transfer
I
window.
don't
Anyway,
I don't know if and we should I think we don't are not making right businesses in the transfer window for sure.
but
Garnacho rumor is not
Ayusha,
good. I don't like it.
I,
I don't like it.
Ayusha, but like, what are the key battles here? I mean, Haaland versus, I don't know, who is it gonna be? Tosin
I think
and
Haaland versus so the centre back pairing last game was Tosin and Chalaba. I think and left
hmm,
back Kukurea. Right back was Reece James. I
Reece
think
James is back. Yeah,
Reece James is back. And Reece James Bank is also very good for us because Reece James brings a lot of composure also to the defense.
yeah,
He
yeah,
is, and he
definitely.
had a great game against Wolves. Against Cunha, he kept Cunha on lock. Like that and Cunha is very good this
Yeah.
season. So I was very happy to see that because Cunha usually scores always against Chelsea. So I was very surprised that Cunha को हमने minimize कर दिया था impact बिल्कुल. If anything,
Okay.
that made me realize once and for all कि Sanchez, Roberto Sanchez, I'm sorry if you're seeing this, if you गलती से कभी आपने ये स्ट्रीम देखी तो आप सुन लो मेरी बात आप प्लीज यार कुछ और क्लब पकड़ लो ना यार प्लीज क्यों कर रहे हो हमें तंग आप नहीं हो यार मतलब ही इज नॉट यार if Chelsea want to
खुल
be
के
a
बोल,
Champions League playing team
खुल के बोल. I wish he's never gonna watch this.
गलती से somewhere in the archives बंदे ही गलती से ये आ गया this guy but no but seriously नहीं भाई मतलब यार Sanchez यार should Roberto Sanchez should not play for Champions League playing club simple as that our keeper should not be playing for Champions League playing club should not he's not a good enough keeper for that level हमें एक बेटर कीपर चाहिए अब कहाँ से मिलेगा वो नहीं पता डायरेक्टर्स को तो पता नहीं क्या ही मौज मचानी है पता नहीं क्या क्या बच्चे खरीद खरीद कर स्ट्राइकर भी चाहिए हमें डेफिनेटली लेकिन वो नहीं वो
But
सो
but चलो, yeah.
battle of Haaland versus I think I'm guessing it'll be more like Haaland versus Chalobah and that'll be a good battle because Chalobah can also
Chalobah
hold
is
up
on
his
the
own.
right. Chalobah is on the right, and
But Chalobah can play anywhere across the back three. Yeah, that's the great thing. He has under Tuchel, he has played the center back also. Under Tuchel, he's played the right center back also, and
yeah,
he's play against in the build up phase. He was playing left center back in the back three against Wolves. this one. So
Yeah, so left center back. If he's playing left center back, then he's definitely taking on uh Haaland.
yeah, yeah, so Haaland will play off him or he'll play off Tosin. And I think both will have to be on their top form and high alert to keep him out for sure.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah,
see, Haaland just needs a half a chance and he scores. Simple as that. And वो मुझे पता है वो होगा if we give that city even that tiny inch of space. मुझे भाई
yeah.
बस पे भरोसा नहीं है लेकिन because something or the other goes wrong. उस Wolves के against पूरा defense actually अच्छा खेला for a change. Wolves didn't have any chances. वो I was very
Yeah.
surprised because I thought Wolves will definitely create chances. कोई इतने clear cut chances नहीं थे Wolves के. गोल खाया
Hmm.
कैसे? रॉबर्ट सैंचो सैंचेस की महान कीपिंग फ्रॉम सेट पीस से, you know, and that shit can happen to us against City also. You manage to stop
Mm-hmm.
Erling's run, Rudolok says, but if you manage to stop Erling's run, you take away his chance to score. That's definitely. But can you trust Chelsea defense to do that? You know, track his run. You know, we switch off sometimes. We have had this record. Will Chalobah, who's been come back now, will he change that? I hope he does, because that'll be a key battle. Midfield, I
Yeah.
believe we should dominate. मुझे लगता है मिडफील्ड चेल्सी को डोमिनेट करना चाहिए अगेंस्ट
Chile.
the pairing. I think
I'll tell you
we
why.
have we should. I don't know if
He's gonna
Enzo and
overload.
Lavia are
I have a
fit or
feeling
not.
he's gonna play one of those like one striker and five, six midfielders or defenders in the midfield and just overload the
Classic Pep.
City's yeah, he's gonna overload the Chelsea midfield and
Yeah.
because a lot of the both Romeo Lavia, is he fit?
Uh, Roman is still not fit. Man, once again, man, these hospital FC people, yeah, I don't. What is this man? He's starting lineup always, man, of hospital FC Romeo Lavia. I'm getting tired, yeah. I want to see him
So,
play.
so कौन खेलेगा midfield में?
So last game too, I think if it was if I'm correct, it was Kukurea inverting with Caicedo
Right,
or
right.
with Caicedo, and it was often hence left centre back इसलिए चारों था center back Tosin था right centre back Reece James था.
अच्छा और
Yeah.
बाकी midfield में
तो मिड तो मिडफील्ड आपके डिफेंसिव काइसेडो कुकुरेया your up three up top Palmer in the cam role, right wing Madueke, left wing Neto, up top Jackson as the sole forward. So this was for this kind of technically 3-2-5 shape
what the fuck?
in attack होता है technically 3-2-5.
They were playing with just like one midfielder.
Yeah, because Kukurea it was no into midfield for Maresca. Kukurea बहुत करता है.
अच्छा
वही
I
यार
don't know यार I just don't get this inverted bullshit. I mean eventually तो उसको भागना पड़ेगा ना जब wing पे कोई
Yeah, no. So here's the thing. So that's why Chalobah is supposed to see left flank runs. Chalobah is
अच्छा
responsible for that. वो on defensive transition में Neto has to track back, just like
अच्छा
this has
अच्छा
to track back. Yeah. Although I saying I agree, Man City midfield is also struggling, so Chelsea should bag on this. Yeah, Man City midfield is very easy to get by without Rodri. वो बहुत हल्का है यार उनका उनका बहुत हल्की midfield है. Unfortunately, we in fact in the first game of the season also Chelsea played well, but we just did not take our chances, or we just did not,
yeah
and we not were incisive enough. I believe we're a much better team now, but we still have problems. We had same problems which we had at the beginning of the season defensively. Attackingly, I think we're much better, and we know what to do attackingly. Defensively, not so much. Defensively, we're all over the place, and that is why मुझे feeling है कि I think it'll be like a draw. I'm thinking like a 2-2 draw probably. I
I
believe.
feel like a easy 3-0 because see I mean it's
Where are
Nicolas
you getting
Jackson.
your confidence from? मुझे भी दे दे भाई. मुझे भी चाहिए. हाँ, sorry, please continue.
I'm getting this confidence of the last game, the City PSG game. where
Hmm.
City were, they weren't, I don't know if they were bad because I feel like they were doing their best, but it's just, I don't know. I mean, it's just, it was like a storm that just completely ripped
Took them.
the team into
Yeah,
bits and pieces.
and as Udo is saying in the chat, Bernardo was also just off yesterday.
Yeah,
KDB is their
yeah.
only hope with Kova support. I agree. I mean, this is Bernardo is not been playing well, Silva, this season at all. See, they have also struggled to sometimes create goals also this season. You know, they have struggled. And KDB ke saath he is their only hope to consistently create chances. And I think they will. And I think to be very honest, it'll be easy to score against Chelsea. It's not huge to score against Chelsea. आप एक दो गोल्स आराम से मार सकते हो. एक गोल तो पक्का खाएंगे. मैं लिख के दे रहा हूँ तुम्हें. मैं बता रहा हूँ हालंद ही मारेगा. क्योंकि उसको कुछ ना कुछ चांस मिल जाएगा एट द बैक पोस्ट वगैरह या फोडन मारेगा. फोडन फॉर्म में. तो चाहे तो फोडन या हालंद में से कोई ना कोई पक्का एक मारने वाला है. अब वो क्वेश्चन ये है कि क्या हम दूसरा प्रिवेंट कर सकते हैं और क्या हम खुद दो मार सकते हैं गोल्स. दैट इज द ह्यूज क्वेश्चन बिकॉज मुझे पता है एक तो खाएंगे. हम
Did
इतने
you
अच्छे
did
नहीं
you
हैं
have a
डिफेंसिवली.
did you have a game midweek?
नो वी हैव हैड कंप्लीट
So,
रेस्ट.
so you have that advantage.
We technically do, but so many times in some situations we have not done anything.
I feel like you have an advantage here, and uh, it's
No,
definitely
definitely,
gonna
of
pay
course.
off.
Yeah, I hope so. I just hope so. I mean, it is. It's been
City,
very.
if City play Guardiol on the left
Hmm.
over Ake, is Ake
Yeah.
injured?
Yeah, Ake keeps getting injured on and off. Yeah, I think he came back, but he got injured again a couple of weeks back. Uh, I think they're not back yet. So Doku is also once again injured. Oscar Bob तो वो तो injured ही है बहुत. तो season injury थी उसको पहले से. Where is this guy? No thanks. This says okay. I am reading Manchester Evening News. उसमें लिखा हुआ है according आके not he's still injured.
Okay, so
Injured है.
Guardiol. So it's basically, I mean, Guardiol is a ball watcher.
Guardiola is so good. In fact, he's ulta है उसका. He's very good offensively.
He's
Guardiola, I
so good
believe.
at he's so good
Offensively,
at attacking. Yeah,
so good, man. He's so good. He's got a rifle of a shot, man, and
yeah,
finishing
rifle of
ability.
and he can dribble. He can
He
also
can dribble.
dribble.
He
For a
can head
person
also.
as big
He can
as
head
yeah,
also, man. His heading ability is
exactly.
also freaking
Again,
good.
another Red Bull clear, like specimen. I mean,
Great scouting. Defensively, still a suspect though. Yes.
yeah,
Defensively,
yeah.
still a suspect. He needs to improve. ठीक है यार 20 साल का ही है वो भी. What he's 20 years old is up to something, right? Long way to
And
go. He'll improve.
he sold people dreams and stuff in the World Cup when he was so good. But then Messi came and he destroyed his fucking career.
Man, a freaking 34, 35-year-old Messi laid him on the floor, yaar. Laid that moment of the World Cup, I still remember that Messi versus in the semi-final. It was in the semi-final, Croatia, Argentina. No,
I think
uh,
so. I think
है ना
so.
semi-final था? No, semi-final था Netherlands, Argentina. I'm sorry. This was in the
Netherlands,
group stages.
Argentina.
I think this was quarterfinals. I think this is I think if
I
I'm
think so.
quarterfinals or something, right?
I
Uh,
think so. Yeah.
Argentina, Croatia, Argentina. And he just laid Guardiola
Or
on the
us
floor.
time the Guardiola was like, wow, everyone was going
He was a player of the
crazy.
youngest
Yeah.
young player of the season so
Yeah.
far.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he was. I think he will come good. He will come good. He had a decent first season. Well, I think he'll be
I
fine.
I
But
also feel like कि यार ये पता नहीं Guardiola के सिस्टम में क्या ही हो जाता है लोगों का मतलब it takes
देख यार.
out someone made a video on it I think कि वो how it sort of takes out individuality and personality out of a person's like player's game. They were talking about Jack Grealish
हाँ,
and how Jack Grealish is like I mean he was crazy for Aston Villa.
बिल्कुल.
He would do a
And
lot of these
सिटी में
tricks and
सिटी में उसके वो थोड़े numbers भी गिर गए उसके काफी. And his number of I think dribbles and take-ons have I think probably suffered also if I'm correct.
Yeah,
He
yeah, yeah,
passes way more now uh,
yeah.
than he used to, and all that stuff. ये होता है यार. This happens, like I think, but once again, Pep has made so many other players look so good also at times. Like look at Ferran Torres, bhai. Like, for example, as like we had talked about once again, ये हमने एक और इसके
Kyle
बारे में पहले ही
Walker.
बात किया. Kyle Walker also, I think he makes him look better than he actually is. To be very honest, and even Cancelo, man, where is Cancelo? Cancelo, bhai, he was world class, man. He was like one of the best left backs in the Premier League. In the
Yeah.
season, he won that treble and whatnot, and uh, season, it was
But
amazing.
anyway, coming back to like key battles. What are the other key battles that you're looking
Midfield,
for?
I'm looking at, it'll be definitely Kova versus Caicedo kind of battle to hoga, because Kova will be there holding pivoting midfield pivot, one of the defensive pivots for sure. And I think alongside with him depends on what he goes with, because will he go with Bernardo? But Bernardo, as Udulok also has pointed out, and we
I
also
think
pointed
Bernardo
out,
could rest thinking
off game.
because yeah,
I
I have
think
a very strong feeling he's gonna play Rico Lewis in the
I have a
midfield.
feeling also he's going to play Rico Lewis inverting into the midfield. मुझे भी यही लग रहा है कि Rico Lewis को खिलाएगा, who will invert into the midfield, and the back three will be like a probably Guardiol, uh, Akanji,
And Ruben
and,
Neves, yeah.
Ruben Dias. Yeah, but Ruben Dias
Ruben
came off
Diaz,
at
yeah.
halftime. Ruben Dias came off at halftime. He asked to come off at halftime. He was not feeling well. I think some injury
Okay.
flare up. So I'm not sure if he'll be available against Chelsea.
Okay.
But if
Okay.
he
All right.
obviously available, he definitely starts. If not, then I think Guardiola.
Simpson
Uh,
pussy. That's Simpson
और
pussy.
क्या कोई है ही नहीं इनके पास, सेंटर बैक्स कोई बचे ही नहीं इनके पास, किसको खिलाए, कोई बचा ही नहीं. और
John Stones is also injured.
जॉन स्टोन्स अगेन इंजर्ड, अभी आया था वापस.
I think he's injured. I didn't know कि वो आ गया वापस.
He had come back. I thought he was on the bench for PSG game. Did he?
Okay. Okay.
Did he? Did he play against PSG? Wait a minute. Please tell me, anyone who's in the chat, who this they know if John Stone is back from injury for Manchester City or not. I'm not sure, but I think he is. I think he was done bench for Ipswich or some of the other game at least, if I'm correct. Yeah, he played PSG. He played against Aston Villa also. No, what Aston Villa? मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ ये? Sorry, हाँ PSG में था. एक मिनट.
Ipswich.
Ipswich, yes, Ipswich वाली गेम थी ना. एक सेकंड भाई. Yeah, he did. He got substituted in the 7th. Yeah, he started the game.
Okay. So
Yeah, he
probably
started.
him. Yeah.
So then it's going to be John Stones for sure. But John Stones is right now not having a great season given the injury. He's not having any
Yeah. He's
consistency.
just come back. So yeah.
I would say Guardiola, Akanji, Stones probably will be the thing. I think.
If Ruben
But
Diaz
but
is not fit, yeah.
yeah, if Ruben Dias is not fit, for sure, they have no other option. और किसको लेंगे? कोई बचा ही नहीं है. Yeah. So I think these are, and I think the defense may depends. Jackson versus what, Akanji, or most probably Diaz. If Diaz is not there, then probably Stones. But if Stones is
Hmm.
fit enough to start, will Stones be
What
fit enough?
about the
Ah,
center
I guess
back
Stones
they've
played
got
against
from?
PSG. Uddha is right. Uddha
So,
saw the game.
what about that center back they've got from Brazil?
Oh, wait a minute. I don't know. What's the
He's
name?
like some 21-year-old guy. I forgot.
है ना? Let me see. Try to look up his name. What's his name?
I don't know.
Please
There are
chat
three
बताओ
players
अगर
he's
उसका नाम
got,
पता
yeah.
है. Is it Kusanov?
Marmoush.
Kusanov.
नहीं नहीं वो तो रशियन है.
हाँ, not Kusanov. Sorry, Vitor Reyes? No.
हाँ वही.
Wait, ना Vitor Reyes. Vitor Reyes. Yes. Yes. Brazilian
I
defender.
think yeah.
Palmeiras से आ रहा है.
Correct,
Yes.
correct, correct. Yeah.
है ना? ये तो he's also done. इसका तो official हो चुका है. Vitor Reyes का they done. Uh,
Is he registered? Like, I mean, can he play?
I think they've been registered, yeah. So I think they will be on the bench, probably. Ritorius might be on the bench itself. He's registered and stuff. Everything ho chuka hai. And Marmoush bhi ho chuka hai, I think, official up, if I'm correct.
Marmoush
Marmoush
भी हो
was.
गया है.
Once again, these people will not start because I think Marmoush will not be, has not even trained with the team once to play.
I
Probably
think
might.
attack में तो कोई problem ही नहीं है. Attack में they have sufficient players, नहीं?
They need defenders because now
They
they
need
needed
defenders.
Vitorius immediately. Yeah, yeah. Immediately तो चाहिए था इनको भी तो कोई तो defender. So uh, let's see who what they go with. But once again, even if that battle, yeah, if Jackson wins against Stones, Diaz, Akanji, the problem is, yes, will he actually score? Will he
Score.
put the ball in the back of the net, man? This guy,
Yeah.
man, this guy, यार, मुझे लगा था कि he had turned a new leaf, this season. We're like, finally, wow, Nicolas
Nicolas Jackson.
Nicholas Jackson. I thought he finally turned a leaf. He finally was, playing like a new man and whatnot. And then when the collapse started of the team, he also tanked like anything, and he's back to square one, back missing those 10, 2, 3 chances, scoring
I
one.
don't know. He does a lot of good things, like like dribbling and holding play and all of that. I mean, those are his like, good. Like it's a strength, right? I mean, but then I mean, he's slow, and sometimes his finishing is so bad. His passing is so bad. So I don't know what the real issue with him is, because I mean ये सारी चीजें स्काउटिंग में आपको पता चल गई होंगी कि ना कि ये उतने अच्छे से फिनिश नहीं कर पा रहा है, जो भी तो काम करेंगे उस पे या जो भी इनका
Yeah,
प्लान होगा.
yeah.
So what have they been doing with him?
I don't honestly know. I think what had happened was actually they thought he could play a striker because at Villarreal he was converted from a left wing to a striker position, and then he scored had this
Oh, okay.
purple patch there also, where he scored like 10 goals in the last 13 games of the season or something, or 13 goals in the
Yeah,
last 10
yeah,
games of the
yeah.
season. एंड चेल्सी को लगा कि ये भाई शायद हमारे लिए भी कर लेगा अगर उसको सही
भाई
तरह से अप्लाई करे.
भाई लेकिन अगर आपके पास स्पेस नहीं है ना, तो प्रीमियर लीग में यू कांट रियली do it. I remember Sadio Mane also. I mean, his finishing was quite bad
Mm.
initially.
Yeah,
Sterling also, remember? I mean, Sterling's finishing was also quite bad initially, but then he went to City and it improved
yeah,
a
true.
bit, yeah.
True.
But if you don't have pace, you're fucked. I mean, you're done. And Jackson के साथ problem वही है कि unless you're like a smooth, like a,
He's not the
like a
fastest.
Giroud,
He's
like a
not the
Giroud
fastest.
guy.
Yeah, he's not the fastest. But what Jackson does have is he has a good turn and he's good feet actually. He has decent feet.
Yeah.
That he does. So more than pace, yeah, he doesn't have much pace. I mean, he's not the fastest. He's okay paced. He's okay for the Premier League. He's not some
He's
great.
okay pace, yeah.
Yeah, but not against
एंड
the best defenders.
फिनिशिंग का भी मुझे वही लगता है कि फिनिशिंग ऑफ कोर्स एक तो होता है कि, और आई मीन ही इज 25 26.
No, no, no. He's 24, I think. Nicholas is
अच्छा, so I
24.
mean,
Yeah,
yeah, so he still has a lot of years to go, and finishing might improve, but
might improve. Let's hope for that. Oh, yeah, he is 23. He's 23.
23 तो बहुत टाइम है अभी.
23 अब तो he has moved to improve, but वही है ना कि इस पे पूरा burden इस पे क्यों सौंपा हुआ है? What are the sporting
हम्म,
directors doing? Why didn't they think this through? They got Nukunku, but clearly this manager cannot work with Nukunku because Nukunku
हम्म.
cannot play that false nine, whatever position,
Yeah, yeah,
whatever he
yeah,
plays with Jackson, and he cannot play in the camp position because Palmer is doing a better job in the camp
yeah,
position.
yeah, yeah.
तो बचा ही नहीं कोई जगह रुकूंगू के लिए. Unfortunately,
I've
unfortunately
heard
यही है.
I've heard like someone on one of these like football YouTube channels saying that Nkunku is the kind of player that you bring the game to,
Yeah,
and Jackson is the kind of player who'll make the game for you. I mean, he'll drop and uh,
True, Jackson ऐसा है player यार. Jackson करता है. That
rattle
is one
it
thing you
around.
cannot take away from Jackson. Nukunku is overrated. You, what's up, Akshat? Nukunku, I don't know about overrated. Like, I haven't seen much of Nukunku in Leipzig to call him overrated, to be very honest. I know he was a good player, but once again,
Again,
the
again,
Bundesliga
it's the
tax
Red
है
Bull.
यार, एक चीज है.
No,
Bundesliga
it's
tax
also
is
the
decent.
Red Bull. It's also the Red Bull kind of situation where you make them seem like they're amazing products, but ultimately it's just, like you pick up a new Red Bull drink, which is like a, I don't know, watermelon flavor, and you just buy it because it's Red Bull, right? I mean, but it sucks because it tastes like some cheap lip gloss or whatever. So, and Kunku ke साथ तो वो, I remember he was so good.
हाँ,
He was so good in that game against Liverpool where he came off the bench and he scored instantly.
yeah, for
And he
Chelsea now.
dribbled and all, yeah, for Chelsea. So
Yeah.
there is definitely that element to his game where he's, like
He
he's
can,
very
he
good with
can,
his feet and he
he
can turn the
can.
game around.
He can. He can. I think he has that potential. I think there is a player in there, but I believe the thing is the system at Leipzig, which he played with Nagelsmann, worked for him. Which is that
Correct.
he's actually not even a striker. Striker. He is once again. He is like
A
a second
nine,
striker.
10. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not even a proper 10. He's like a he
Yeah.
plays off the player. You know. And this is like what Leipzig model is, yeah. You're right. Leipzig have produced some great gems, and that's what they were good at also finding for that role was Nukunku's profile, which fit completely Nagelsmann's philosophy of playing the striker off. एक proper striker होता था, यूसुफ पोल्सन होता था या कोई होता था उनके up top
Yeah,
who
yeah,
used
yeah,
to
yeah.
play the
Arey,
striker
wo,
role.
that Swedish guy, no, Danish guy, what's his name? Forsberg.
पोल्सन नहीं, यूसुफ पोल्सन की बात कर रहे हो या हाँ पोल्सन ही तो खेलता
Olsen.
था. बोल्सन ही तो था,
अरे
यूसुफ पोल्सन था.
फॉर्सबर्ग या जो भी नाम था ना उसका, फॉर्सबर्ग या जो who was linked with United.
सेस्को की बात कर रहे हो क्या तुम?
नहीं नहीं, सेस्को नहीं, सेस्को तो अभी आया है.
वो तो अभी आया है ना. पुराना कौन सा था? वो पुराना वाला कौन सा था बंदा जो लाइप्जिग के लिए अप टॉप खेलता था फॉर विद कुंकू? आई एम आल्सो ट्राइंग टू रिमेंबर. कौन था यार? बताओ यार कोई चैट में.
Forsberg.
फॉसबर्ग. ओके फॉसबर्ग. was फॉसबर्ग इन द बट अप टॉप स्ट्राइकर था क्या? वो स्ट्राइकर नहीं था यार. नहीं, एक और था. There's one more we're missing. There is someone, some good famous name. Paulson is there, but there's someone Paulson used to substitute also with. Like Paulson would start sometimes, and sometimes he would be on the bench for.
Haaland was in Leipzig
Haaland was
or the other
Salzburg.
one?
Salzburg. वो तो
Salzburg.
Salzburg में था भाई. मैं I'm trying to also find out.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
find out, find out.
कि please बताओ यार who would Nkunku play with? There used to be Werner for the longest time. I remember Werner था.
Yeah,
Werner था. Werner था.
he was. See, this is what I'm saying. I mean, these are all players who were branded
Werner.
as these great like sort of players.
Uh, Bittencourt. I think I don't think it's could have been Bittencourt. Was it Patrick Schick
Yeah,
at
Patrick Schick.
Leipzig? Patrick Schick यार, Patrick Schick तो था जो अप टॉप खेलता था Leipzig के लिए पोल्सन के साथ. It was Poulsen come Patrick Schick who used to play in that role, and Werner used to be or play off him. Then Werner left. Then Nukunku used to play that role, but Werner used to play.
Yeah, he used to wear the 10 number jersey also, I think.
हाँ हाँ वो पहनता था. वो पहनता था. And I think that team was pretty good. But once again, that team में से आधे लोग कहाँ हैं? वो कोई कहीं दिखते ही नहीं है. मतलब honestly, some of them are very good and are doing well. Like Konate, Upamecano, which
Yeah,
is they're doing
Upamecano, yeah.
well. They moved
Yeah.
on to bigger clubs, doing well. But some of them are just faded. Like Leimer is still doing well. Fine, Leimer is in
Who
Bayern
was
Munich.
there? Yeah, Limer was there.
Sabitzer flip flop went to
Sabitzer.
Bayern. Now in Dortmund. Now in Dortmund. Werner though has completely tanked. Like I mean, peaked
Yeah.
at Champions League with Chelsea, but uske baad tanked. She joined Leverkusen Raider. Yes, exactly. That's right.
He's
And
playing in Tottenham. I mean, there is nothing worse that can happen to him to his career. Have you seen this wild quote? I don't even know if it's true, but oh, Angel Di Maria said ki I play well, and then suddenly I hear I'm building to Tottenham.
by the way, oh shit, I think he's right. Europa League हो रहा है अभी.
Yeah,
अच्छा
yeah.
कॉन्फ्रेंस लीग
Tot
नहीं हो रहा है लेकिन यूरोपा लीग हो रहा है दैट्स वेरी फनी आई थॉट
I,
यूरोपा लीग भी नहीं हो रहा होगा ओ डैम ओ यस होली शिट
Tottenham has
ओ
scored two
डैम
goals.
वेट मिनट आज किस किस की गेम्स है यूरोपा लीग में स्पर्स हैज स्कोर्ड 2 गोल्स अरे वाह क्या बात है ही मस्ट बी अ रिलीव्ड मैन बट वंस अगेन विल दे स्पर्स दिस अप एंड लूज दिस लीड
No.
विल स्पर्स yeah UEC exactly conference league has completed league phase conference league by Conference League, no one cares about Conference League. Yeah, the teams who are in Conference League also like bichare Chelsea though should actually win literally Conference League very comfortably. Yeah, if he don't win it, I think काफी बेइज्जती की बात होगी. In all honesty. But Europa League is still a very competitive यार बहुत competitive होता है बहुत tough teams होती है Europa League में it's not a easy competition to win.
Not
Uh,
easy.
Liverpool would know. You guys have tried. You guys have tried winning. It's not easy. It's not easy. And you should take some notes from Chelsea. Yeah, twice played in Europa League, twice won it, bro. हम आते हैं तो बस जीतने के लिए आता है.
You are a cup team.
बात शेड्स फेंके आपने हम पे. भाई फेयर इनफ यार. मैं क्या बोलूं आप लिवरपूल हो अभी यूनाइटेड के यार क्या आर्सेनल के फैन होते हैं मैं नहीं लेता ये बेइज्जती ऐसे. बट his Conference League is important. It has been a success. Has it been a success? I mean, तुम बोल रहे हो कि बार्सिलोना यू टॉक अबाउट यूरोपा लीग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वो तो यूरोपा लीग तो सही है कॉन्फ्रेंस लीग इज अ न्यू थिंग व्हिच हैज बीन इन्वेंटेड लिटरली व्हाट 2 सीजंस अगो 2-3 सीजंस अगो आई थिंक उससे पहले तो था भी नहीं इफ आई एम करेक्ट कॉन्फ्रेंस लीग वाज लिटरली यूरोपा लीग तब भी वाज नोन एज यूएफए कप इफ आई एम करेक्ट राइट दैट्स व्हाट यूरोपा लीग का सक्सेस व्हाटएवर एंटीसेडेंट था बिफोर बट कॉन्फ्रेंस लीग वाज क्रिएटेड आउट नथिंग बिकॉज इतने सारे यूरोप में खेलना चाहते हैं लोग दे क्रिएटेड दैट लिटरली also and it is supporting football in like जो लोग जो नहीं पहुंच पाते हैं obviously यूरोपियन स्टेजेस पे उनके लिए भी बहुत सही and I think no it's good that way yes I would say कि that at least यार काजाख्स्तान में जाके उज्बेकिस्तान clubs are finally getting some European football to see and clubs are coming when we played that Kazakh club I think we played that Kazaki club when we played that their capital away that was like a crazy game for them and it was quite an experience
I
and
was hearing this about some team which has played for the first time, and I think was it Tottenham or some club? I don't know. तो उनके लिए काफी बड़ा exposure था कि उनको chance मिला. Wait, that was
FA Cup I
Accrington
think you're talking about
Stanley.
the FA Cup
FA Cup. Huh.
that was a
It's
non-league
something
club
similar. Yeah, it's similar to that. I
yeah
mean,
जैसे
you
as
share
is
if you yeah you come to a Premier League team and they they
true
host you and you're seeing
ये
their
जैसे
facility, you're training with
it was
them.
Astana, as he's pointed out. Aki Gaming has pointed out. It was FC Astana. Yeah, and it was a huge deal for FC Astana fans. Like there was, I think, Matisse. Shout out to Matisse. Ma had done a whole basically vlog on
That
Kazakh
was
में गया
it
था.
was
हाँ वहां पर कुछ खाना cuisine सब कुछ try कर रहा है and it was a crazy experience it was freezing cold it was like but it was crazy atmosphere कोई checking ही नहीं थी बस आराम से चले जाओ स्टेडियम में he is thinking है वाह यार ये भी experience हो सकता है no checking कुछ नहीं कहीं भी जाके stand पे चले जाओ it was nice And so that is also nice to see that see these football coming.
Absolutely, I agree with you. I mean, for the whole 90 minutes, they were really good.
They were.
They were
Tamworth
unlucky
deserved
to,
to.
yeah, yeah,
Tamworth destroyed Spurs for 90 minutes. Tamworth deserved to beat Spurs. I talk about the FA Cup game, Tamworth versus
yeah, yeah,
Spurs.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't see that game. See that game. Yash, did you happen to watch that game? I did not see that
I,
game.
I, I didn't watch the game, but I was looking at the scoreline and I was waiting for an upset to happen, and
Yeah, but it did
then
happen.
yeah, Kulusevski scored in the like in the injury time, and then I think Son or Madison scored. I don't know.
Brennan Johnson, I think, scored. I think also then. I think they got. I think वो एक गोल के बाद थोड़े collapse कर गए होंगे बेचारे Tamworth. You know, they tried so hard but got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Kind of scenes,
Yeah,
for
but
sure. Shout out Chester Bennington, rest in power. Uh,
अगर वो उससे हार जाते पक्का फिर तो Ange Postecoglou would have been
hmm.
gone.
Yeah, Spurs is brother. Spurs है ही ऐसी टीम यार.
That keeps on
Spurs है ही ऐसी
giving.
टीम. AC team, it's worth laughing at as a gaming sport. I was laughing at Spurs. भाई आप स्पर्स की कहानी देख लो आप स्पर्स को किसी भी सीजन फॉलो कर लो उनको दे आर दे एक्चुअली some of them probably feel cursed for having become Spurs supporters. They definitely do. If you there's this very famous Spurs YouTuber तुम्हें पता है यश तुमने सुना होगा um, expressions
Expressions, of course.
expression Vijara expression almost हर season बोलता है I started following Spurs because my mom followed Spurs. Right? He's like, why does she have to follow this club, man? Mine. You know,
Is she mad,
oh
blood?
man. Bamba club. What the hell? What they thinking, blood? What they thinking, blood? What is going on, blood? पूरा वो फील में चले जाता है हाँ एक्सप्रेशन तो वो चीज
I he's one of the greatest wordsmiths out there.
he is greatest. He's actually a crazy wordsmith. Often I'm like, how is he spitting out these like lyrical wordplays? Yeah, I mean, he's very amazing. Uh, Amazing. Like he's off his field. You know, what is he? I love it. I love it. He's very entertaining. He's very passionate. Very entertaining. I like
Sean
watching
Ward,
expressions.
Sean Ward's cows. Sean
Where
Ward's
does he come up?
cows.
How does he come up with these things, yeah? How does he come up with these things? I don't. I can't understand. Only can't understand.
Some
Only
people
how
are
is he able
just
to?
blessed, and
That's
some
true.
people are blessed like that, and they're made for content.
Yeah. Every time he has to. What was that farm? That One Direction FC farm. One Direction is down, fam. We're going down the table. He goes crazy. But स्पर्स आर लीडिंग
Anyway,
मैं थोड़ा सा देख रहा हूँ साइमल्टेनियसली गेम भाई काफी स्पर्स आर लीडिंग 2-0 भाई बट
why don't you invite Aki Gaming? Because I feel like I should retire now because I'm
यू
hella
टायर्ड भाई यू लुक
sleepy.
टायर्ड आल्सो
I'm very
सो
tired.
maybe we can do one soon enough you take care uh, Aki, thanks for brother for tuning in. Barcelona will turn treble, brother. I'm for sure. Then just turn off your PS5 after that. That's all I'll say. Um, peace and love, everyone. Take care. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Cheers. Stay humble. Stay humble,
Stay
eh?
humble, eh? Stay humble.
Stay humble, eh? Stay humble. See you.
See ya, bye.
Bye.